November 2nd, 2014. Just before 9:40 p.m., Germantown, Philadelphia. It's your usual quiet Sunday night.
This is Green Street. This is Coulter Street here.
A surveillance camera captures two shadowy figures as they cross the street.
You see him shaking the girl's hand. Doesn't seem like anything at first.
But this is more than a handshake. This is a kidnapping.
She was screaming it at the top of her lungs, saying, "Help, help."
You see someone being dragged against their will.
The young woman fights for her life. At one point, she tumbles to the sidewalk before she's forced into a car.
This whole situation literally took place in 30 seconds.
Then, another shock.
It was like a lot of commotion inside of the car, and the windows just exploded.
Dwayne Fletcher is walking home from the store when he first notices the woman ahead of him.
It's so dark, and she just kept looking back. So I was like, oh, okay, well, let me get on the other side of the street so she can feel a little bit safe.
The woman walks out of view, but minutes later, Dwayne hears screams, and then that terrifying explosion.
And I think she probably got shot.
He immediately dials 911.
And I was like, I believe somebody's getting kidnapped.
Every second turns into a race against the clock. Where was he going to take her? What was he going to do with her?
As the kidnapper speeds away, Dwayne notices some things on the sidewalk.
Her cell phone was laying in the streets. Her glasses was laying in the streets.
Perhaps the woman left them behind as clues. Police can't find any bullets or casings, so they don't think she was shot. They think she broke the glass on purpose.
She left the phone there as a way for you to track her down.
She's an intelligent girl. Yes.
The woman is identified as 22-year-old nurse's aide Carlisha Freeland Gaither. She is the oldest of 7 close siblings and was just on her way home from a family gathering.
You're walking down the street, minding your business, and somebody can come and just grab you. This is emotional for me. Sorry.
How is it possible that in just 30 seconds, she's gone? At this point, only one thing seems clear. Carlisha is fighting for her life.
This girl was very brave and attempted to do whatever she could to fight back.
But where has she been taken? By Monday, November 3rd, a massive manhunt is underway to find her, and video of her chilling abduction makes worldwide news.
The woman was dragged down the street in Philadelphia.
Carlisha Freeland Gaither, son ravisseur présumé, est recherché par l'État.
Police and Carlisha's family plead for help.
Give her back, please, give her back.
It's every parent's worst nightmare.
As a parent, your biggest fear is for someone to hurt your child. You always want to protect them. And the moment that you can't,
then, 24 hours into the search, police get their first break. A man is caught on camera using Carlisha's ATM card. The bank video is recorded at 6:01 a.m. Monday, November 3rd in Aberdeen, Maryland, 80 miles south of Philadelphia. Just minutes later, at 6:03 a.m., the man is caught on camera again.
The person believed to be the suspect walking through a gas station convenience store in Maryland.
Then, on Tuesday, November 4th, 48 hours into the kidnapping, a woman who lives 5 miles from the gas station reports finding some strange things in her driveway. A cut zip tie, food wrappers, broken glass, and a receipt. Police track the receipt to a supermarket and more video. And this time, the face of Carlicia's abductor is clearly visible.
I see her in there. It was my biggest fear.
Police identify him as 37-year-old Delvin Barnes, who has a long history of violent crime and is the suspect in another abduction in Virginia just 1 month earlier.
A 16-year-old Richmond girl who narrowly escaped with her life.
He raped her, then poured bleach and gasoline on her and began digging her grave.
What if Carlicia faces the same fate? It's a horrifying thought. But then, 3 days after Carlicia is kidnapped, police get a critical lead from the Virginia dealership where Delvin Barnes got his car.
The dealer, for some financial concerns, had placed a GPS device on the car. Minutes later, they locate the car in a parking lot.
The car is parked at a shopping mall in Jessup, Maryland, 120 miles from where Carlicia is kidnapped. FBI and ATF agents swarm in and find Carlicia and her kidnapper inside.
I remember a whole bunch of yelling, and I was still kind of confused. How did y'all find me?
Carlicia Freeland has been rescued. Her abductor has been arrested.
Barnes is held on federal charges of kidnapping and assault and attempted murder of the 16-year-old from Virginia.
Hopefully, he'll be in jail for the rest of his life.
Carlicia is checked at a local hospital, then reunited with family.
When they allowed me to walk into the room and Carlicia saw me, it was too emotional for me.
I never been so happy in my life.
The unimaginable 72-hour ordeal leaves Carlicia traumatized.
I was thinking, is this how I'm going to die?
Her abduction is completely random. When Barnes first approaches her, he asks for directions. But when he shakes her hand, she knows something is wrong.
As I try to pull away, he gripped tighter, and he wouldn't let go of my hand.
Somehow, in the horrifying 30 seconds that follow, as she is dragged down the street, Carlicia comes up with a plan.
I threw my cell phone on the ground, my glasses. Hopefully somebody will see it and know that I was there, that I was trying to get home.
Then, when Barnes forces her into his car, she tries to escape.
Under his seat, I see a hammer. I hit him with the hammer. There was blood everywhere. I thought, because it's so quiet, that he passed out because he was holding his head. So I hit the window and tried to get out. The window shattered, and I thought I was safe. I was free. He turns around and pulled me back in. I wanted to know if he was going to kill me or if he was going to rape me, or both.
As they drive out of Philadelphia, Carlicia's world passes by.
I can see my home. I can see my job. It's like my life was passing before my eyes.
Barnes knows the police will be looking for him, but he's prepared. He has a pile of license plates he keeps swapping out.
I can hear him switching them, like when we stop.
She hears all of this from inside the trunk of his car. Barnes uses a zip tie to handcuff her, and when he's not assaulting her, makes her hide in the trunk.
The seat, he can put me in the trunk not by taking me out the car, but in the car. So he'll put the seat down and I'll crawl in the trunk. And then he'll put the seat up. So sorry.
In 2016, Barnes is sentenced to 35 years. It's difficult for Carlicia's family to see him in court.
The evil things that he's done to people, it's hard.
Carlicia is now a mom. Barnes is a parent too, and she wishes she could say something to his daughter.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry she had to see that.
And remarkably, this brave young woman says she's glad Barnes picked her.
I'm happy he chose me, because when I think about somebody else, I wouldn't want to put them through that.